Hello, today we're going to use my Hug Me Baby pattern to turn this into this. Stay tuned. Okay, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our pattern pieces and we're going to lay them out like just a regular baby. So I've already done that. Right here, I've got the body and the arms and the head. I will take what leftover fabric I have and we'll trace the ears on that afterwards. But the most important part right now is the head. And what I've done is I've taken like where the ears would go and I've gone straight up. So I want to go straight up just a little bit, not a whole lot, unless you want your baby to have a really big head. But we're going to sew it like this. We're not going to sew the top yet. And I'll come back and I'll show you that. Also, when we get to the body, we're going to first sew just around the legs, and we're going to stop, and then we're going to sew this side of the arm, and we're going to stop, because we're going to open them up and we're going to put little stitches, just like the Frankenstein monster would have, you know, had he been made of different parts. So I'm going to come back. We're going to have the head done without the top, and we're going to have the body sewn as I have indicated. Okay, so we're back. So we've got the sides of the head, the inner part of the legs, the outer part of both arms. Now what we're going to do is we're going to switch out our thread to black. We're going to open them up and kind of mark where we want our wrist stitches to be, and we're going to open them up and we're going to make our zigzag stitches across the wrists and across the ankles. And the reason we didn't close the head is we're going to give stitches in here as well on the front of the face. So I'll come back and we'll show you the stitches. Okay, we're back. So we have got our stitches across our wrist so that when we close them back together, it'll look like he has stitches on his arms and on his legs at the same thing. And on his head, the instructions will tell you how to lay out your fabric. For the back, we want our stretch to go this way, and for the front, we want our head to go this way. So I only did stitches on the front of the head. Now we're going to take and we are going to sew straight across here, right on this thing here. We're going to go straight across. We're going to ignore the hump because we want him to have a flat head. So that's what we're going to give him, okay? So from this point to this point, straight across. Okay, there we go. We've got him sewn straight across. We're going to cut this excess off. He's going to have a little flat head. Okay, we don't need that. Now we're going to take, and we're going to pull it apart, and we're going to line up these two seams as best we can. And we're going to take a pin and just kind of put it in here on both sides. Same thing over here. Just kind of line up. You can fill them with your fingers. Line up those seams. Stick a pin in it. And kind of measure however wide you want your little skull to be. I'm only going to go about 1/2 inch. So I'm going to mark about 1/2 inch. And we are going to sew across this side and this side. And when we come back, we should have a flat-headed baby head. Okay, be right back. Okay, here we are. We've got our stitches done. Take our pin out. And then we're going to cut as close to that line, but leave a little bit. I'm not going to make an 1/8 or a 1/16 of an inch of a piece of fabric left, so we don't cut through our stitches. And you can see how now we pull it inside out. There's our stitch. There's our stitch. And then when we stuff him, he will have a flat head. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and sew up all the other pieces and put my little tag in here, and we'll make his ears. and then we're ready to assemble him already. This is such an easy pattern, you guys. You can download it on Kotten Bellies on my Etsy shop, and I'll put a link in the description for you. And it's such an easy, quick pattern to make. So when we come back, we'll have him all sewn together. Okay, so he's sewn together. He kind of looks like Boo Berry from the cereal. But anyway, we've got him sewn together, and then before I do his feet, the feet haven't been turned out yet. So all we do is follow the instructions. I put a pin in here to hold the seams together so they don't move. And then just follow your pattern instructions and make your little foot like this. And then just sew around it on both sides and then turn your body out. We'll do that off camera. And then this little piece, you're probably wondering what this is. This came from where I cut out the legs, and then I sew it so that I have a little pouch to put in his belly, and this will hold his the weighting beads, the little micro weighting beads. I put some in the wrist, and when I get the leg finished, I'll put some down here. That just gives him a little bit of weight. So the next time you see him, he'll be all put together and soft sculpted. Okay, we're almost finished. I tell you, this is a really quick pattern. So next time you see him, he'll be all together. All right, before I finish him off totally, I wanted to show you what he looks like put together. And there he is. You can see his head is squared off like this. So to give him a little Frankenstein monster baby compared to the other one. His head's just a little bit smaller, but if you want to make your own, you can always go up like right in here and then edge it off there and make him a higher head. But I think he looks very cute like this. Okay, so I'm going to go eat me some lunch, and when we come back, he will be finished. And this one might be too, but he definitely will. Okay, and here is our little Frankenstein monster boy, and he precious. So I took just a regular preemie outfit, and I kind of gave it a little better fit for him. So this is him, and I will have him listed tonight on cottonbellies.com. Once the video goes live, he will be available on the website if you would like to adopt him. I haven't named him yet. Usually I name him like Frankie, Francis, something like that, Franklin, but I don't have a name for him yet. So I don't know what he looks like. We'll have to figure it out as we just live with him for a little while. But if you would like to make a Hug Me Baby like this one, the pattern is on my Etsy shop at Kotten Bellies. Again, I'll put a link in the description below. And I thank you guys so much for watching this video. And I don't know what's coming next, but stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again. Bye!